Welcome to the High Bank Fury podcast Zoomcast. I'm Roy J. Akers with Skyview Sports and am the host of High Bank Fury. With me is Jerry Jordan of KickingTheTires.net. Jerry, it's always great to have you on our show. You're always one of our most popular guests, and with the M&Ms in the background, did you get over to the store at Las Vegas this past weekend?
Actually, they have one in the airport, so I kind of went by there. I mean, you look at me. Of course, I like M&Ms, man.
Of
But
course, I do too.
that there's a story there. I bought that at an auction, and it was. I felt bad because there was no one bidding on it, and I got that really cheap. For to get a hood that's autographed. I got it for $200. That was a starting bid. Literally, no one bid against me.
Well, that's awesome. And then if Kyle Busch autographed it for you, that's
No,
even
it
better
was
yet.
already autographed before that. I didn't do that. That was already, it came like that.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, with that, we were both at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Jerry is our ultimate NASCAR insider, hard card member, a longtime member of the press over there for NASCAR. And we both saw the action this past weekend. And anyway, Denny Hamlin comes away with the victory. And I'll tell you what, he was very emotional in the race. We had a lot of big drivers in it. William Byron blew a tire late, but Denny Hamlin takes it, and it looked like he was really happy to get his 60th victory.
Yeah, there's no doubt. Denny was beside himself. And I've never seen Denny that emotional. And I've known Denny for a long time, at the track, away from the track, whatever. Um, Denny, this to Denny was for his dad, who hasn't been doing very well. And so this is very important for him to get that 60th win, but also to lock, excuse me, sorry, but also to lock himself in to the championship round in Phoenix, because this is a great shot for him to get his championship.
Yeah, now I was going to kind of table this till a little bit later on, but since you brought it up, as Jerry alluded to, his father is not doing well right now. He had a chance to get his 60th win a couple of weeks ago and kind of forgot what he was doing. He runs Bubba up the wall, and Chase Elliott scoots on by at Kansas and gets the victory. And but Denny this time making no mistake about it, he was all business and takes care of it and puts this race away. This race, I thoroughly enjoy the racing at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. I think the drivers tell us that there's multiple grooves at this track. It's a great place to see a race. And with Denny out there, there was no shenanigans at the after. Who's your favorite driver? He didn't care about all that. He cared about who his favorite father is, who got him into the sport. And so with that, I thought it was a fantastic race. I say that every week, but I was just really impressed with the racing overall. And Hamlin, you could tell he wasn't taking no crap from Chase Briscoe or anybody else when he got that victory.
No, definitely not. He was on a mission. He went out there. He passed Larson. He passed Briscoe. All of those guys there was nothing anyone could have done except wreck Denny to stop him from winning that race, I feel like.
Yeah, and so with that, Hamlin will go into this, and Denny after in the press conference after the race, this question was asked to Denny, and we'll go ahead and I'll ask it here real quick from another reporter. Is that where the emotion that we saw coming from, or was it getting the milestone to win number 60, Denny?
Emotion that we saw was coming from, or was it just getting the milestone 60, or the way this all happened? Where was the emotion?
Absolutely all of it. I mean, I don't know if I could have scripted it better. I don't know, like a win at Talladega for 60, it would still be awesome, but not like this, not in the fashion that I had to do it in those last 10 laps. And this race, I talked about it before the weekend started, just how important this race was, right? I thought this was the most important. And all of it. I, my friends all weekend, we're getting 60 this weekend. And I guess we could, so I don't know. All of it just putting all the factors. I just can't imagine there's a win bigger for me than this one. Just with all, with the family, with the significance of it, now being back on top for most wins in the season, punching the ticket to the 4, it's just all of it, the fashion in which the last 10 laps played out, all the above is why I think this means the most.
So, Jerry, Denny talked about all that raw emotion coming from win number 60, is something he wanted a few weeks before, and also from his father. And he said that wouldn't have mattered to him where he got win number 60, including Talladega this weekend. So, kudos to Denny and the whole Joe Gibbs Racing team. Any final comments on the Las Vegas race?
We said it wouldn't have mattered. However, it's more special to him because it was on an intermediate track. There wasn't a fluke. He was strong. His car was fast. He was able to prove that he had what it takes to run down the leaders, pass the leaders, and then take the checkered flag. That's why it was more special here than if it would have been, a Dega or somewhere else. But, you expect Denny to win on a short track like Martinsville or Richmond or one of those places. Intermediates he's good at. He's good at Daytona. He's won there several times. But to not have to worry about Talladega, to not have to worry about Martinsville, that makes it all the better for him winning this past weekend in Las Vegas.
Okay, and so with that, we're going to go ahead and take a 30-second break, and when we come back, we're going to talk just a bit about Talladega this week and talk about some of the drivers that could be favored and what type of racing that we're going to see, and we're going to have that for you next.
Yeah, that's Oscar, my dog. This is his little plushie, but we sell him at the merch trailer. We got him back in stock. We sold a few more than we thought right off the bat, but supports my foundation for the animal welfare side of things. All the proceeds and profits go back to the foundation for the animal welfare program. So back in stock this weekend. So yeah, if you get a chance to head out to the merch trailer, we got them back for you.
This is Roy J. Akers for the High Bank Fury podcast. We are followed multiple times weekly where we talk to NASCAR drivers, cover stories, and those that shape the sport. This is not just another podcast. We get exclusive content, talk fantasy NASCAR racing, and spill the news before other media outlets drop their take. We are on all podcast channels, the YouTube channel, and can be found on skyviewsports.net. Check out High Bank Fury, the podcast, today. We are back on High Bank Fury, the podcast. With us is Jerry Jordan of Kicking the Tires. He's our ultimate NASCAR insider. We were both at Las Vegas Motor Speedway last week. I'll be at Talladega this week. And Talladega was won by Austin Cindric in the spring, but Austin hasn't had that great season coming forward. He's had a few moments here or there. Do you think he's going to be a favorite coming into this one here at all because he had that nice performance, or should we look elsewhere?
I would probably look elsewhere. I just don't think that's the case. I don't know. If I'm going to pick for this weekend, of the 8 drivers that are left, you need to look at a Blaney or Logano.
Well, taking a look at some of the stats as we're going to post them right now, there are some guys that are pretty hot at this track that are below the cut line. Joey Logano is not one of them, but who's ever going to count out Joey Logano as he has more lives than a black cat? William Byron is a top pick for this particular race. It looks like some of the Chevys are. Alex Bowman races well here. I'm just talking the last 7 in the next gen car. I'm not talking that they're my favorites. I'm just talking guys that have a lot of top 5s and a lot of top 10s. Matter of fact, I'm going to bring it up right now. William Byron in the last 7 races has 3 top 5s, 5 top 10s, all 7 in the top 20.
Yep.
I'm just telling you, this is what I'm seeing here. This is from driveraverages.com. Go ahead.
I'm not denying you. I get it, but when I look at a driver who is on a mission, especially to redeem himself after this past weekend, that is a Joey Logano. He is at the bottom of the points. He's got to win. That's the only way he's going to advance to the playoff round. I mean, let's face it. I don't think he can get enough points any other way, because everyone's not going to go out there and trip over themselves and give him that opportunity. Joey Logano's got to win. He's going to be on fire, and Paul Wolf is going to do everything he can to get him to the front to win that race. He's good at super speedways. The other one that's good at super speedways is Ryan Blaney, and he's in a similar boat because he needs to get a win to lock in as well. He's not as in a dire as much situation as Logano, but it's close. So,
well, let's take a look. Logano has only one top 20 at Talladega since the next gen era cars come out. Like Jerry said, Joey Logano, he's in a must-win situation. Ryan Blaney, the stat makers, they love your pick and mine too. He's definitely going to be on my NASCAR fantasy team this week. Taking a look at Ryan Blaney, I had him up, and Ryan Blaney has a win, 3 top 5s, and 5 top 20s, in the last 7 races at the track. I think Ryan Blaney is a lot like Joey Logano. After his crash out of the race early, he's going to need to either win, or he's got to get a ton of points. And even then, I think he really needs to win. I think it's the same thing for both of those guys. William Byron, 3 top 5s. 5 top 10, 7 top 20. So all those guys that are below the cut line right now all need to get in there and do something very well. And and then of course you got Chase Elliott. He has a win, and he has 6 top 20s, including 4 top 10s, in the next gen era. So we've thrown a lot of points out there. We've got the stats so that your mind isn't boggling as we've both been talking about that. Who do you think is ultimately going to win this race here, Jerry?
I told you, if I'm a betting man, oh, and wait, I am a betting man, I would put my money on Joey Logano.
Well, there you have it. And so he's got Joey Logano. I don't have my final pick for you yet, but I don't like to ever bet against Joey Logano. He is, and I root for all these guys really, but I do think Joey Logano is going to be up there. But I think William Byron, I think Elliott are going to be in there as well, and of course Ryan Blaney will get in there for you.
Blaney would be my dark horse.
Well, there you have it. So you've got our picks coming up in the race. Now, this past spring, one thing about Wreckfest and Talladega, this past spring was kind of like smooth jazz. There really wasn't a whole lot happening. There wasn't the big one. Do you think there's going to be a big one in this one?
I think there'll be a minimum one, but not a middle one maybe, but not a big one. Well, I think they're going to be careful. I think they have to be careful. Now that's not. Let's just put it this way: a big one can happen anytime someone does something stupid or there's a mechanical failure. I can't preclude the fact that something stupid won't happen. Okay, if that wreck between William Byron and Ty Dillon, it was stupid at Vegas, but if it was stupid at Talladega, it would have taken out half the field. So, but when you look at that, I think there could be a sizable wreck, and I predicted some chaos at Vegas ahead of the race. I predicted that we could see a couple of the playoff drivers, take a lick and get into something that costs them a lot of points, and that's exactly what happened. And I was on record on another podcast doing that. I will go on record right now. I think there's another driver that will probably in the playoffs that will probably get caught up in some sort of an accident at Talladega, and it'll pretty much destroy their chances without a win at Martinsville to move on to Phoenix.
Well, there you have it. Both Jerry and myself, we are not afraid to go at it. And I like that. I like the fact that we will go at it because Jerry, he's like me. He's very opinionated, and I appreciate that about you very, very much. And
no worries.
You can roll the dice with me anytime. And with that. So, Jerry, real quick, how can we go ahead and find out more about how to read and watch all the content that you put out there on your awesome website?
Well, we have kickingthetires.net, and so you can always check there. It's easy to find us on that. Type in Kicking the Tires online, you'll find us. Jerry Jordan _KTT is my personal social media account everywhere. Kicking the Tires is the company's social media account. And you can always, if you feel like you want to just chat or you want to text me, give me a call or text me at 409-498-1074. If I'm awake, I'll probably answer. If I miss it, leave me a message and I'll get back to you.
There you go. Or the AI version of Jerry will pick up the phone.
Well, actually, if you call 844-4-KICKIN, 844-4-KICKIN, it'll ring to my cell phone.
There you go. Well, everybody, I tell you what, we have another edition of High Bank Fury that's coming up. We are going to be talking about Justin Haley. We're going to be talking a little bit more about Denny Hamlin and the Final Four. And we also, we both have questions to Noah Gragson at the pressers this past weekend. So we're going to have that for you next.
Your championship window is right now. 7 hours of sim this week, all the effort that went into it. But did you think this has been such a hit or miss racetrack for you guys that it can happen today?
I mean, if you would ask me yesterday, I would have said no. But just super proud of this team for making the adjustments they did. Pit crew for doing a great job all day. It was very unexpected.